All right. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, double unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And what I want to get into today, we're just going into a lesson, going into patience, because patience, is a key, attribute, that we must apply, to make it, into the time of salvation, man, because the scriptures say in your patience possess you your souls, and we understand, it's going to take patience, all right, not to turn from the faith, because we're finna be put to shame for what we believe. Esau's finna, do a smear campaign. He's gonna make it seem like we're crazy, for what we believe, and we're gonna be outcast, for our belief. We're gonna go through some uncomfortable times, based solely, on what we believe, man, because we believe and follow, Yahweh Shai, in the spirit. You see, but that patience, mixed with faith, that's what's going to get us, through, to the salvation, man. Because patience is a manifestation, of faith, because for you to have patience and endure, it takes, a big faith, man. Patience, is an outward showing, of faith, man. It's a showcase of faith, man. It's patience. So I'm gonna give a few precepts, and Lord willing, it's edifying. It's the book of James 1:1. I'll start at the 1. It's James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting, yeah, man. Letting you know that this gospel, all right, these epistles and these letters that the apostles was writing, to these different churches that were all Israelites scattered, amongst these Gentiles, that had fell away. You see, and in this time we were all considered, Gentiles that had fell away, man. So these messages, all right, are for our people. These epistles are for our people in the latter time, man. Who need to hear the instructions of salvation, man. On how to maneuver. You see, the apostles was putting us on game, on what we need to do, to endure and to make it, man. What to expect, man, for following Yahweh Shai, because they went through it. See, things written aforetime, written for our learning, man. And it says on verse 2, it says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, man. Yeah, and diverse, means different sorts. And we're going to go into the word temptations, all right, in the Greek, man. But we got to get to the point where we count it joy when we fall into different temptations, all right, for the sake of Yahweh Shai, for what we believe, man. Because we know, all right, our reward is great in heaven. What the scriptures say, So let's get that word temptations in the Greek, all right, in this.
Strong's G 3986, Pyrosmas.
Pyrosmas, all right. And it says an experiment, an attempt, a trial, a proving. Because we can go back to Job, it really was an experiment, man. When the Most High told Satan, look, have you considered my servant Job? He did an experiment with Job. It was a trial, it was a proving on Job's integrity, man. And the Most High can call our number anytime. He can call our name anytime. Have you considered my servant such and such? Have you considered my servant such and such, man? And that's a trial and a proving, of our integrity and of our faith, man. Like you might get offered, a job making a lot of money, but it'll take you away from the truth. It'll require more time. It'll require, more of your dedication and energy towards, that job. You probably be traveling, away from camp. That's the Most High, all right, doing the experiment, testing and proving you, man. Like I say, there's nothing wrong, with you getting an increase, but you have to balance everything out, according to the scripture, man, and doing the work. Everything is centered around doing the work, man. you know, and the Lord always, you know, he provides, you know, means, you know, for us to take care of ourselves and our family, you know, and it's based around this work, man, you know. But they're just one example, you know, of an experiment that can come your way, man. You see? And it says trial proving the I'm jump the beat. It says the trial of man's fidelity, which is their faith, integrity, virtue, and constancy. Yeah, because you know when you come, you know, into these into the ministry, you know, it's gonna be a shock. Your family is gonna be a shock to your family, man, because they're gonna think you're in a cult. You know, they're gonna think you following, you know, something made by man, you know, not understanding that this is the true gospel being preached, man. The same gospel that Yahweh Shai preached, we preach, man. All right, Yahweh Shai, all right, spoke of the gathering of the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. Yahweh Shai, all right, spoke, you know, of a kingdom to come, you know, where we will be the head and not the last, man. You see, Yahweh Shai spoke this same gospel, man. He said he seen Satan fall from heaven like lightning, man, which he was speaking of Esau, man, because Esau, all right, they're the physical counterpart of Satan on earth, man. You see? And they're in their heaven. They're in their rulership, you know? But Yahweh Shai say he seen him fall from heaven, fall from rulership like lightning, man, which is going to be a quick, you know, overthrow. As this place is breaking down, you know, when it get to the point of the physical overthrowing of this place is going to be quick. Because right now, this place is being spiritually overthrown by this word, man. You see? But we preach the same gospel that Yahweh Shai teach, man, taught. And then, but you know, our family, you know, we have been, you know, raised in tradition. Big mama, auntie, you know, your father, you know, granddaddy, his daddy, you know, they all, you know, took heed to plantation Christianity for the most part, or whatever they believed in. They didn't have it. You see, they didn't have the truth. You see, and you coming into the truth is going to be a shock. All right. Immediate shock to your family for the most part, you know. And hey, they going to be trying to lure you back in. They're going to be trying to demonize you. You're going to probably be arguing with them, you know. But that's what? A trial of your faith. You see, that's a test of your faith, your integrity, you know. Going down, it says of the condition of things or a mental state by which we are enticed to sin or to lapse from the faith and holiness, adversity, affliction, trouble, sent by the Most High and serving to test or prove one's character, faith, or holiness. Yeah, man. You know, so whatever we go through, you know, because it said diverse, you know, temptations, it's all to prove your faith, man. You know, and you have to apply patience because some things aren't over overnight, man. You know. Like I say, you might be arguing with your cousin or brother, you know, 2 months straight about something, man, you know, or, you know, your job is pressuring you, you know, they want you, you know, you not, you know, you don't became an individual, you know, you're not around a lot of people like that anymore, man, you know, and you have get ridiculed, you know, you got to suffer, you know, being ridiculed, you know, probably at the workplace or at the school or, you know, because you separated, you know, from wickedness, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. When you separate from wickedness, you know, you stand out in this society, man. You know, and then you'll be subjugated, ridiculed, to, you know, always being talked down upon. But the Lord said that will happen. Yahweh Shai said that will happen, man. You know, so let's get a couple scriptures just to prove that. All right, this is Luke 6 and 22. It said, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Yeah, man, they looking at you evil, man. You know, like I say, you a part of this cult, you a terrorist, you know, you with the terrorists, the Muslims, you know, cause Jake don't know, so Jake just get to speculating and adding shit to it, you know. Yeah, he ain't even buy his mother nothing for Mother's Day. All she did for him, you know, or whatever it might be, you know, just giving out examples. You see, they're casting your name out of evil, man. There's no telling how they're talking about you, you know, amongst the family, man. There's no telling how they're talking about you amongst the job, man. You know, because we know we live in a very fake society, you know. So there's no telling, what's the real talk, how bad they're really talking upon you, man. But Yahweh Shai said, blessed are we, because they're talking about us for righteousness' sake, man. Because we don't celebrate Valentine's and all these holidays or go to these wicked, plantation Christianity churches, man, which is nothing but a pagan damn harlot house, man. You see? And then it says, 23, it says, rejoice, ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets, man. Yeah, man. So we have to understand, man, we should be rejoicing, when we're counted outcasts, or when we suffer things based solely on what we believe, and because we're trying to strive, to rehearse the righteous acts, in this wicked society, man. I got another precept for that. You see, this is Isaiah 49. It's like Isaiah 59. I started, I want to say it's 15. And it said, yeah, truth filleth. Yeah, because truth filleth, all right, amongst our people, man. You see, the truth is not, exalted, amongst the masses of our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The truth, all right, has failed, man. Amongst the masses of our people, man. They subscribe to madness, man. You see, our people are into all type of things, man, except, the faith, the true faith, man, And it says, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Yeah, man, you make yourself to be preyed upon when you separate from the status quo of this world, man. When you separate from the tradition of your family, what they was going off, man. They don't have it. Serving Jesus Christ, worshiping this damn Edomite deity, believing in this doctrine that has nothing to do with the Bible about love and turn the other cheek, when they take it out with their interpretations out of context, they don't know what the hell is going on, but you serve that Martin Luther King, Christianity, hey, that's not the way. So when you separate from that, you're gonna make yourself a prey, man. But it's all a trial of our faith, man. Because I'm gonna read this. It says, and the Lord Yahweh Shai saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment, man. Yeah, there was no true judgment in the earth, man. There's no righteous judgment in the earth, and the Lord is very displeased at that, man. So as they're doing this, Yahweh Shai is displeased, man. And that's why judgment is finna come so heavy amongst our people, man. Amongst the planet Earth, man, chiefly here in America, man. You see? So let's go back to James, 1. All right. And it says, James 1 and 2 said, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, patience is something that you have to develop within this ministry, man, because we first come in, you think the end is going to be in 6 months, man. You think we're going to be out this bitch, and then 6 months later, you still here. A year later, you still here. All right. 2 years later, you still here looking crazy. All right. but guess what? You learn, to settle into this ministry, man, and you start forming, all right, patience, man. You don't go bananas over every single article. You don't believe the first thing you hear. You learn to, fact check and, look at multiple sources, and they're just a way of the scriptures. All right. I mean, that's the way, that experience is working patience, man. You see, because you stand firm because of faith, man. But that faith gonna work some patience in you, man. It's gonna develop patience within you, man. And within us, man. You see, verse 4, it said, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing, man. Yeah, man. Because when you go into, let's get patience and then that perfect work, man. You see? So while we're waiting on the end, while we're rehearsing the righteous acts and waiting on the end, the Lord is doing the work within us, man. So we can be perfect, at the time of Yahweh Shai, man. And we go into the word perfect.
Strong's G 5281. Upamane. Upamane.
All right, and it says steadfast. All right, steadfastness. Why Yahushua said, all right, that which you have, hold steadfast till I come back, you know? And He gonna give us power over the nations, man. So it's about what? Patience, man. Patience is very vital, you know? Steadfast. We already have the truth. We just got to hold on, man. And endure the things that's gonna try to hinder us, you know, and take us out, you know, of the faith, man. You see? And it says, in the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and sufferings, man. Yeah, man. You know, like I say, you might lose a job, your wife might leave, man, your mama might just completely disown your family, you know. Hey, you gonna lose different things, man. You see, you might have to downgrade your living standard, you know, based on what you believe, man. But that's just a trial and the proving area, man. You know, that's the Most High proving you, man. Well, I'm gonna take this type of car from him, make him downgrade. Is he still gonna be faithful? You know, I'm gonna put him out this, you know, this 4-bedroom and put him into an apartment. You know, is he still gonna be faithful, man? You know, and that's all a proven area, man. You see, but we gotta let patience have its perfect work, man. You know, even, you know, brothers that's single, you know, the women that's single, you know, of course you want, you know, a spouse, you know, you want a spouse in the truth, you know, in the ministry, you know, for the most part. You know, some brothers got different spirits than others, you know, some women, you know, got different spirits than others, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, while you're single, you need to allow, all right, the Most High to complete His perfect work within you until you get built up to a certain point where you can be able to deal, you know, with a man, you know, with the Lord, you know, because hey, you coming out of the world, you know, and the men of the Lord have a different standard than the men of the earth, man. These worldly men, you know. So hey, you gotta be built up to that. And as a man, we gotta be built up and rooted, you know, and have our foundation within Yahushua before we can deal with a woman, because it can be, you know, a stumbling block, you know, if you're not ready to deal with that, man. And other situations, you know, that you have to be built up, you know, even if you don't get that, you know, higher paying job, or that money situation don't work at this certain time, it's probably because you weren't ready right then, you know. So the Most High gotta build you up to make sure you rooted where these things won't throw you off, man. You see? So let's go from there and get that word perfect. All right, because when you go to that word perfect, you say let patience have its perfect work.
Strong's G 5046. Teleos.
All right. And it said, brought to its end, finished, wanting nothing necessary to completeness. It says full grown adult, full age or mature. Yeah, man, you're being more mature within the spirit. All right, within the faith, your faith is maturing more, man. You know, that's what the Most High is doing, and He's gonna keep doing it. All right, until the end, man. When we're changed at the twinkling of an eye, man, it's gonna be a continual work in progress, man. But we have to continue to let patience have its perfect work, man. So while we wait for this place to be destroyed, while we wait, you know, for the famine and these people to suffer, man, you know, we have to be built up so we can be able to endure those things that we finna see on the earth, man. Because the scripture says men's hearts gonna be failing them for what they see playing out on the earth, man. Showing it's gonna be a heavy time. So we have to be really built up in the spirit to even endure, you know, what we finna see, man. You see? And this is Philippians 1:6, you know, one of my favorite scriptures. It says, being confident of this very thing, that He which have begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahushua HaMashiach. Yeah, man. So when we first called to the ministry, that's when our reformation, all right, our reformation progress began, man. That's when, you know, we started being conformed unto Yahushua more and more. All right, the Most High started a great work in us through Yahushua. You see, and He gonna perform it. All right, and He going to that word perform. He goes into the, I want to say the same word, you know, as we'll perform it. All right, and what does it say?
Strong's G 2005. Epiteleo.
So just similar to the definition of being perfect, which just means bring it to an end, to finish that good work that he started in us. It says to bring to an end, to accomplish. All right, to perfect, that word perfect, execute and complete. So yeah, the Most High is going to constantly perform a good work in us until we are changed in the twinkling of an eye, man. That's the precept going from glory to glory. So just Lord willing, this was edifying. Faith, patience is very, vital, within the ministry, man. So with that, I hope you brothers and you few sisters, that watch were edified. Until the next time, shalom.